On the 4th of December 2021, the subreddit r/PlayboiCarti would be shaken by an anonymous user's unexpected and rather unusual post. The post was a screenshot of a post from the r/Coprofile subreddit that described a vivid and disturbing fantasy shared by the user u/poo_devourer or Poo Devourer. The post would quickly blow up in the Playboi Carti subreddit for its absurdity and would also draw the attention of the original poster, Poo Devourer, who entered the subreddit and began commenting on the post, which caused even more chaos. But what exactly was contained in the aforementioned post? Well, the content surrounding the screenshot was NSFW related. It discussed a particular kink. In the post, Poo Devourer was salivating at the thought of having... Well, I'll just read it out to you.
Aroused beholding 50 young beautiful white girls near to my face, laughing and giggling, farts spreading in the small white room, the smell of putrefaction spreading in the room, gazing the act of those beautiful young ladies letting their fall on my face, giggling and laughing, evoking my deepest thoughts and desires, turning me on while the room getting filthy with their delicious and smelly floating around and those pretty young girls, forcing me to eat tons of with their smelly and beautiful white feet, pushing their against my mouth with their feet, while I behold the real heaven in life, swallowing and swallowing, I lost the count, enjoying preciously while my flows by a young soul, taking my life with the hands of the desire.
Unsurprisingly, such a graphic and unusual post in a music sub about a rapper known for delaying his music drew a lot of attention and questions. The members of the Playboi Carti subreddit were either gobsmacked or wondering what the hell was happening. The frenzy started by Poo Devourer would lead user PouringLean45 to make a now deleted post on the sub on the very same day. The post was a screenshot of Poo Devourer's account attached with a warning to others not to look him up. This of course led others from the Playboi Carti subreddit to ignore the warning, and many others began looking into Poo Devourer. What they uncovered was a gross and questionable post history from the account. Before I go further, I'd like to provide yet another warning for those who may have missed the first one at the beginning of the video. This video will discuss very taboo fantasies. This video will also have talks of mental health issues and psychosis, but other than that, it's not very heavy or triggering. As I was saying, this mass research into Poo Devourer was leading to more posts flooding into the Carti subreddit about the user, mostly memes and reposts, and as the days went on, his presence also trickled into other subreddits, such as this post that was left on r/Cringetopia, and this screenshot posted on r/RedditMoment. Poo Devourer would continue to creep into other subreddits as the conversation piece, like r/NoahGetTheBoat, r/MakeMeSuffer, and r/Trashy, though on separate days. It's important to note that these discussions about Poo Devourer were made 4 years ago, and many posts or screenshots relating to him have now been deleted from these subs. Despite how unsettling these topics were to the Playboi Carti subreddit, some members were very intrigued by this user and his unabashed love of poop. This led to an AMA on the subreddit being held, but it was taken down by moderators, and I'm yet to find any screenshots or archives of it. However, an interview was conducted by the user JungJunkie and later uploaded to the Playboi Carti subreddit on the 7th of December 2021. This interview is still available for consumption, and it can be found if you go looking for it. This was a surprisingly non-judgmental, well-conducted and very informative interview that allowed users of the subreddit to understand Poo Devourer a bit more, as well as peep into his psyche. For the sake of my mental health and yours, as well as the safety of my channel, I'll just summarize and give you a gist of the interview and provide minimal screenshots that will be blurred in some areas. At the beginning of the interview, JungJunkie inquires just how Poo Devourer discovered and came to like scat. Poo Devourer would explain it came about during a rather extreme psychotic episode. The episode was triggered by his schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. He claimed that when he was 14, voices in his head started convincing him to eat feces, and he eventually gave in. The episode lasted 6 months, and Poo Devourer supposedly ate poo every day of those months. Despite receiving treatment after the episode, he discovered that he actually quite liked the taste of poop, and it became a fetish that he began to explore. The interview continues with Poo Devourer recounting his experiences since discovering his kink. His experiences include both women who have engaged with him and catered to his desires, as well as those who have ghosted him after finding out. He then describes his other fetishes, and he answers questions about any health concerns that his fetish may lead to. We also find out that his favorite Playboi Carti song is Woke Up Like This. At the end of the interview, JungJunkie asks Poo Devourer what he wants the world to know about people like him who have such fetishes. Pooh Devourer tactfully responds that he and those like him are not weirdos, they don't harm anyone or anything, and would just like to be respected. Now that I've reached the end of the interview, I should just throw it out there that I know this very well could be just a shitpost, no pun intended. This Pooh Devourer person could have been a troll or someone looking for attention. The possibility is quite high, after all, it's Reddit. This was also a few years ago, so I doubt anyone cares now. However, if this is real, if the person behind the Pooh Devourer account was in fact a person who developed a kink from a mentally strenuous time in their life, at a very young age might I add, I can't help but feel bad for them. After this interview, Pooh Devourer was banned from the PlayboiCarti subreddit the same day it was published. He was also eventually banned from Reddit as well. A subreddit dedicated to him would pop up where they would discuss and occasionally praise the guy in an ironic manner most of the time, but even that died out pretty quickly. It seems that Pooh Devourer never attempted a comeback on Reddit. And there you have it, that is the story of Pooh Devourer.